in Pavillon.
It's 96.1 The River. We are broadcasting live from Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital at the Radiothon. Michelle Southern, and we're along with Scotty Mack today. I just arrived, and once again, being on the third floor here at the Children's Hospital in the playroom, really getting up close and personal, and we are asking you to please call the Capital Buick GMC phone bank, 888-499-KIDS. That's 888-499-5437. And Scotty, we just got a $500 pledge.
I saw that. How about that?
That is awesome. A huge thanks to Danny and Queenie of Dunwoody. I mean, it's scrolling down here at the bottom.
Yeah,
this is really
right.
cool that they had this year.
Yeah.
So a huge thanks. That happened, I mean, you know, as Dave was saying,
a little while ago.
It's a great way to start off the top of the hour.
A lot of these stories, Michelle, as you remember from last year, and the more that we do these radiothons, the more families this hospital, our local children's hospital, has touched. One of the families right here, Carlos and Christy Davilla, Carlos and little Olivia. Now, Michelle, understand something. There are preemies.
Right.
And then there are preemies.
Right.
And that would be Olivia, premature. I want to say she was born at what, Carlos, 25 weeks?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And how much did she weigh?
1.12.
Say that
1 pound, 12 ounces.
So, in the grand scheme of things, how does a pound and 12 ounces fit in your hand?
If we would have been able to hold her, I can imagine it as basically her whole torso being in the palm of my hand with her arms and legs hanging off.
Wow. That must have been really, really tough. I mean, so what happened after that? I mean, once she was in the PICU, you go from there?
For our story is she was at a local Baton Rouge hospital for about 2 months, and then she was intubated the whole time. She couldn't breathe on her own, so they transferred her to a New Orleans hospital, and she stayed there for a couple months. And she had a tray put in, and then a belly, a button to feed her through her belly, and a Nissen done. And then after that, we went back to Baton Rouge for about another 2 to 3 months. And then she was finally able to come home. And since then, she's been here at Our Lady of the Lake at least once every 2 to 3 months for a total of 26 times now.
And
wow.
What kind of care have you received here from the Children's Hospital? What has been your experience?
It's phenomenal. I can't say we love coming
She
here.
looks great, by the way.
Well,
she's awesome.
We are very thankful and appreciative that we can come here. Just the stress of having to relocate from hospital to hospital and being in New Orleans and having to worry about, you know, where we're going to stay, when we're going to be able to go to work, you know, not working. And then there was a time when we thought we would have to transfer out of state to get medical care. So just being able to come here and local, and it's home for us, and not have to leave and be able to do the things that we are required to do on a daily basis is just, we're so thankful for that.
Well, one of the things that I think is important, too, is you've got a state-of-the-art hospital here, in addition to knowing that Olivia is getting the best care possible. Now, I already asked you what it felt like physically to hold her at that, you know, what is it, 1 pound, 12 ounces. How did that feel and I'm going to speak dad to dad here, how did that feel in your heart?
Again, it's kind of hard to describe. I'm full-time military, so I'm not used to being out of control in certain situations. And it was very a sense of total helplessness, and at the same time, you're just in awe. Would have never imagined having everything was fine. We had a perfect, healthy pregnancy, and then out of the blue, just overnight, everything changed, and it was just unexpected. I didn't know it was possible for something so small to breathe life, and it was just very, it was a religious experience.
And now I understand Olivia was a twin.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I guess I can't imagine what your entire family went through. I mean, you went through what a normal pregnancy,
right,
you say, and then there's all of a sudden.
Yeah, her sister was actually born at 24 weeks, and she was with us for 8 days. So we go from one point, you know, you're obviously experiencing a sense of loss and anger, and at the same time, you're still trying to
to be strong for everybody.
And her Olivia came out, was born right behind her, so you're dealing with the emotional loss of her sister, and then you're still trying to be there and be strong for Olivia every day.
As people listen to this, and I know parents are putting themselves in that position, this is just to know that Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital is here for you. I mean, you look over at Olivia right now, and she's having fun, reaching for cell phones. Mostly our IT director, David Sorge, has been playing with her a little bit. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, she's very, very strong and resilient.
She just seems like a
beats us both.
regular 2-year-old now. I mean, she's doing great.
She has, as far as she's concerned, she has no limitations.
Well, good. That's wonderful. And sometimes situations like this, kids really get a chance to shine and show how strong they really are.
Yes.
And what a great lesson it is to us, you know. That's awesome.
We have Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital touching the lives of so many. Again, Carlos and Christy, don't put me on the air, Davilla, over there holding Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Will you say hello? Can you say hello? Or are you just going to look at me? No, I guess not. Your hair is beautiful, by the way. Oh, I tell you. We'll be posting some of the pictures on the Facebook page so you can be introduced to Olivia. But while you're listening to that story, I'd like for you to call and become a miracle maker here at Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. You can do that $15 a month, and you call 888-499-5437. 888-499-KIDS on the Facebook page. Donate or 96.1theriver.com. Along with Michelle Southern, you're listening to the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital Radiothon on 96.1 The River.